Hello, I'm Gordon Veith, a member of the Friends of Plum and Pilot Islands. The Friends of Plum and Pilot Islands, a group that often goes by the name of FOPI, is delighted that you're visiting Plum Island today, and we hope that you enjoy this tour as you'll learn about this special and unique place. We'll have more information about Plum and Pilot Islands and their place in the Green Bay National Wildlife Refuge in the next couple of stops. We'll also be telling you more about FOPI and how best to enjoy this tour. For now, look down at the rugged pier that you're standing on, and then across to the breakwall that forms the other side of the harbor. These two structures were constructed during the Depression in 1939 as a project of the federal government's Works Progress Administration, that era's stimulus package to put people back to work by constructing public infrastructure. Together, the pier and breakwall created a safe harbor for the Coast Guard staff that was stationed at the Plum Island Life-Saving Station and for public boaters today. In fact, this safe harbor, and Detroit and Jackson harbors on Washington Island, are the only safe harbors in the Grand Traverse chain of islands from Northport to the Garden Peninsula of Upper Michigan. The pier and breakwall are constructed of cribs, built from 12 by 12-inch creosoted timbers filled with local stone and decked with heavy cedar planks. The breakwall that you see today is the product of several years of addition and modification. As robust as these structures are, the forces of waves and ice over time severely damaged the outer 40 feet of the pier and 25 feet of the breakwall so badly that these segments were no longer serviceable. In 2016, the Friends of Plum and Pilot Islands contracted, supervised, and participated in the rebuilding of the degraded sections of the pier and breakwall. Materials and techniques used in the rebuilding were similar to those used in 1939. Even the structural oak timbers were locally harvested on Chambers Island in the waters of Green Bay. The new frame of the pier and breakwall cost over $30,000 and were completed in November 2016, just in time for the winds of fall. FOPI volunteers and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service staff completed the work by installing new decking in the spring of 2017. Since wooden structures exposed to the elements demand regular maintenance, FOPI volunteers will continue to replace degraded decking and complete other repairs as needed. Planned future projects include the restoration of the catwalk connecting the breakwall to the boathouse launch ramp and reconstruction of the decking on the breakwall. Next, walk down the pier until you're next to the boathouse.